A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Today is 13th February 2011. We are resuming the and continuing our Marefatul Nafs series 1, group 2, right? Or I've called the junior group. This is the 6th session, and we are going to discuss today a very important topic. If you have not come across this topic, definitely you will in the school. You go high school in the 10th or year 10 or 11, they are going to talk about it with you. So it's very important that we learn this. And please remind me, Fatima, that I talk about Milad competition, which is next week in the Milad. Okay? So it is important that you have learned what I have taught you in the last 5 sessions. You had Karbala competition based on those 5 sessions, right? And now, do you remember, who remembers this? What was potentiality? No one remembers? Alhamdulillah. Only 2? Only 3? Only 4? So only 4 people remember. All right, I say it myself. Please make them sit. I explain you myself. Please listen to me. Doesn't work? That's fine. Thank you. It worked last night. That's fine. Just try it. If you remember, please, can I have your attention? If you remember, potentiality was the ability which is in something to become later on. An example of which was, why that lady doesn't sit? You're fine. And the example I gave you was example of seed. And what is in seed? That the seed that can turn later on to become a tree, that tree is there in potentiality of that seed. Or the orange is going to give later on is in the potentiality of the seed. You understand, right? It's easy. And we also learned that whatever is in potentiality of anything or any object, that potentiality is known, cannot be changed. Do you remember? We said you cannot plant an orange seed and get banana, can you? Has anyone ever has reported that in the whole world, that they have planted an orange seed and they got a banana tree? Have you heard that? Has anyone ever reported that a mother became pregnant and delivered an elephant? Have you ever heard that? Do you think this is possible? No. Have you ever heard, please, have you ever heard that a pregnant donkey to have ever delivered a human being? Have you ever heard that? So, what does this mean? This means potentiality has certain direction. It can only become, an orange seed can only give orange tree. A banana seed can only give banana tree. And a human seed or human embryo can only give a human being. A donkey embryo can give only a donkey. So this is obvious beyond any experiment. Do you think you need reasoning for that? It's very clear. Okay. Now, why I said that? Remember, there was a scientist called Darwin, D-A-R-W-I-N. Darwin suggested that the whole creation has been made randomly through what he termed as evolution. You understand what evolution means? Yes? Evolving, things evolve. And during the process of evolution, he has concluded that human being is evolved from monkey or apes. So this is an important part of this assumption. Important part of his assumption is there is no intelligent design in their nature. And I'm not an expert in the issue of Darwinism, but the core issue of Darwinism is He says through the process of evolution, things change, and they even change type. Change type. What is changing type? Means a monkey or ape becomes a human being. Or a fish has been millions of years ago, gradually has changed to many different animals. So he believes in change of type. So what I've used here, I've said minor evolution and major evolution or transformation. So used two words for you. Minor evolution and major evolution or transformation. So I've called major evolution the transformation and minor evolution. Do we have any problem in accepting minor evolution? Or we do accept it or we don't? Minor evolution is over the years, during the years, gradually species change. Like if someone goes from Europe, a human being, goes from Europe and live in Africa, over the years and generations, they are both white, they are both blonde, right? Husband and wife. But if they keep living in Africa for hundreds and thousands of years, gradually their skin darkens, right? They shape and they form, their face change, their look changes. This is called minor evolution, because minor evolution is due to the environment that you live in. Yes, this is correct. Don't you accept it? Don't you accept that when there is constantly hot sun beaming on the face and skin of the people, gradually it darkens the color of it. You see? And also, remember, it's not only about the sun or only about the air, but these are important parts of it. But even depending on where one lives, all the elements that grows from the earth, all the minerals of the earth, depending on what the mineral, mostly the minerals are that place are, they can have. That's fine. Merci, Komel. Thank you very much. So today we are not going to have video, and never mind. So what happens? These changes are inevitable. We all accept it. If my generations, my grandchildren keep living in New Zealand, gradually they get changed. They might become, I don't know, lighter in the skin, or lighter in the hair color, or even their behavior can change because of the environment. The behavior, because food impacts the behavior too. So this is what is called minor evolution. I don't have any problem with it, and even Hadith of Nafs of Imam Ali does not have any problem with it, can accept it. But what we learned in Hadith of Nafs, remember, I just said it, and I have kept repeating it for the last 4 or 5 sessions, that potentiality of everything is a clear direction. Orange can become orange, banana can become banana, donkey can become donkey, human can become human, right? Of course, I'm not talking about sometimes some people call the humans donkeys, say, oh, go donkey, that's only a swearing or wanting to offend people. But in reality, their type is human, Bismillah, isn't it? So what contradicts, this is what is contradicting with Hadith Nafs. Major evolution or transformation we do not accept. When we say we do not accept, this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created that nothing over, even in eras of millions of years, no human converts to donkey or no donkey converts to human. And so the Darwinists have not even given one example of it. They have only given a theory. Yes.
So the first one was
minor evolution was, second was major evolution or transformation.
What does that mean?
Means a type changing to another type. Major evolution, these are my terminology, minor evolution, major evolution. I've used, thank you very much, Ibrahim. A lot salawat for Ibrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So, I've used the word evolution, but I have divided it into minor evolution and major evolution. And then I've called major evolution transformation. So that means transform from one type to another. So minor evolution, we don't have any problem with. This is very inevitable and it's happening all along during the history, during the years. In the nature, minor evolution is working, and basically evolution is an important part of the creature's lives. But major evolution or transformation, Bismillah, Baqir, is there anything? If there is any problem, please let me know. But major evolution or transformation is something which cannot happen. Is against Hadith Nafs of Imam Ali alayhi salam, is against the nature, is against any proven fact. It is not true. Okay? So I want you to learn this so that you do not get deceived in the school. If they talk about it, is only ask your teacher, oh teacher, can you show us one example of it? Give me one example.
They say human.
Human is what? What is the example?
Monkeys change.
No, where is the evidence? Where is the evidence?
They've got heaps.
Sorry?
They have
Heaps? Which, can you bring me one next week? So if you find one, bring me one. So one thing that they say, Bismillah, is they keep saying over millions of years this happened. But it's only a hypothesis. Where is it? Where has it happened? Show us. But the point is, unfortunately we don't have the video here. The point is, I have a video clip that I was going to show today. Even the Western scientists, all the university professors and teachers and lecturers, they have come up with now denouncing Darwinism. They have said, no, it's not true, it doesn't work. Because they have found, what they have found intelligent design in the creatures. In the cell, in the depths of the cell, in the DNA system. I don't know if you guys know what is the DNA, but is one of the mechanism or parts of every cell. There is a DNA which contains all the information about that particular cell. That whether it's a protein or whether it's amino acid or whatever it is, these are all based on the arrangements of the DNA. They said when they look up DNA, it's a very nice video clip. Hopefully I can play it for you sometime. It shows they themselves in the American, there was a big conference in California, and about 20 of these great professors were there, and they said intelligent design is so obvious in the nature and it doesn't work. So Darwinism has failed. I want you to learn to challenge your teachers if they talked about it. Not challenge, I don't mean to fight. By challenge, I mean you give them your own reasoning and make them feel they cannot prove it to you. What is the most important things to tell them? Farishte? Sorry? Don't remember? I just said it. The most important thing to, yes?
Give us an example.
Give us an example that it has happened. Yes?
What if the teachers didn't listen to us?
Okay, that's fine. If they didn't. No, the point is not you prove your point to them. The point is make them think. That's all. I'm not saying that you have to guide all your teachers, convert them to Islam and then teach them Marefatul Nafs. That's not the point. Point is that you are not deceived, number one. You yourself know this is not possible. And number two is you are able to ask few questions from your teacher and make them answer if they are able to. And if you want it, I can send you, if you give me your email later on, I can send you this link to this video clip so that you can give it to your teacher as well. Say, please go and watch this TV and see what do you think, what do you say about the fragilum factory that they have spoken, they have talked about. Okay? So anyone wants to know, to get that video, send an email to info@imamali.org.nz. Imam Ali, IMAM. And then I get your email, then I send you the link. So we have minor evolution, major evolution. And also, remember, when people start to believe in Darwinism, basically, because everything is based on evolution there, that means they say there is no creator. So because of their theory of what Darwin has said, of course, poor Darwin, I remember in his book, I have not read his book, but I have seen in other places, he says if ever anything comes up or an evidence is shown that things are not working on evolution, it's a statement along those lines. He says, my theory has failed. So he's not alive. Of course, he will know. Probably he will know. Angels will let him know that his theory has failed now. So, because of what they don't believe in, and they think and they believe that everything, all the creatures are made by themselves, so that means they don't believe in God. And you can imagine what chaos it will create. And if through this idea of Darwinism, some people start to believe that there is no God and there is no creator, what happens? Who can tell me two consequences? Yes. Yeah, good. More than that. Yes, if people, that is, what you said is just an equivalent of what I said. If they don't believe in God, that means they are atheists. So what is the consequence of being atheist?
What's atheist?
Atheist means people don't believe in God. Okay? People, yes?
No religion, like no rules to follow.
Okay, good. And if no religion, what is the consequence of that?
Because without religion, you don't know how to live your life.
Yes, you don't fear God, you don't fear Allah, you don't feel responsible for your action because you don't feel there is any hereafter. You can do anything, you can be taking the other people's right, you can kill people, you can, all sorts of things comes out of it. Out of this belief. This is one of the fundamentals of belief in Darwinism. And of course it has failed. So, and go and read in Quran verse number 30 later on for your own more practice. Verse number 30 to 36, 7 of Surah Baqarah. That's where Allah clearly talks that I have created a human being, Adam. So it's against Quran, it's against Hadith of Imam Ali, and it's against Aql. Whose wisdom accepts that? So, everyone understood. Today talk was very easy. Easy? Difficult?
Are we going to do the group next week? Because
Next week, yes. We are going to have, you mean Milad competition?
no, the group work, like how you do it in group. We can do this week as well.
Yeah, we have. No, we don't have. Okay, wait. I'll tell you what happens. Anyway, this is finished. I'm giving you your individual quizzes, and you have to answer them. You have got 15 minutes to answer your quiz. بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات.